Hello, everyone. This is Funds of Good Funds, and welcome to your extended reading. We're here to talk about love, especially as it relates to singles and those in relationships. Um, for the month of May, we're just gonna jump straight into it. You already have your two anchoring cards. If you watched the original video, if you didn't, your anchoring cards for singles, keys on a ring, and the anchoring card for those in relationships, the date card for Island Time from Island Time Wellness. Time, Lord. Anyways, let's get into it, y'all. We just jumping straight in. You know I'm not about all the BS anyway, so let's talk about what it's giving. And of course, as mentioned before, this is good for Sun, Moon, and Rising, and of course anyone else who needs it or is cross watching for their lovers. But it's definitely going to imply, maybe a little bit stronger for Sun, Moon, and Rising Aries. Okay. I'm gonna tell you straight up, singles. For some of you who might not already have a situation, like let's say your phone is dry, you know, you might be stuck spending some time looking for something. But we're gonna get into it, so don't worry. Ooh, that's the cards kind of exploded everywhere. I'm not gonna get on your ass just yet, but we listen. For some of you who might have a tendency to say one thing and then do another, you need to watch your ass. Okay. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. For those of y'all who say one, I'm gonna say it again. For those of y'all who say one thing and do another, you need to watch your ass. Okay? Mm-mm-mm. Card fell on the floor. Okay, so singles. Starting off, the Two of Cups for your anchoring card. And to clarify, the Hermit, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yet again. For those of y'all who say one thing and then do another, you need to watch your ass. The Temperance for the anchoring for our people in relationships. Goodness gracious. And you got 4 cards because you had a bunch jumping out for those in relationships. So I guess some of y'all might be having quite a bit more activity than I anticipated. The King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords. So those in relationships you got a lot going on, okay? So singles. I feel like there's two groups of y'all. There's some of you who can't find anybody and your phone is empty, or your phone has been empty for a little bit. You've been minding your business. For those of you who are in talking stages with a lot of people, you got a lot going on, motherfucker. I'm not saying you're playing games, and it depends on even what you're talking about in terms of playing games. You got a lot going on. Okay. When I say, for those of you who say one thing and do another, I'm not saying that some of you singles be ghosty ghosts, but some of y'all might be, questioning ghosting half the roster right now. You've been talking to maybe not even a lot of people. You could have been talking a lot to one. But if you're considering cutting that off right now, I said in your original reading, you're not going to want to make any hard and fast decisions. This is one that I'm going to tell you, please, don't disappear. Don't disappear on this one. Wait till the month of May is over and see how you feel, because it could truly be what you could be going through at this time is what's making you want to run away, and not because you want to run away from this person. Unless you are really willing and ready to be the one who got away. And I mean, thus in that case, I guess that's fine because that's your personal choice. You grown enough to make your own decisions, especially if you came to buy this video. So I'm just gonna tell you straight up, you know, do as you please. But I'm telling you, as the reader for you right now, if this is relevant to you, mm-mm, you know better, Queen of Swords. You know better. But if it's a situation where you truly feel emburdened by talking to this person, these people right now, because you know, you know that you don't actually want to be there. I told you try not to make any hard and fast decisions, but go on and just be honest with yourself because you know what it is. Cut it loose and go on. Go travel because trust me, you're gonna find out that dealing with these people is not holding you back from what you want to do. You is holding you back from what you want to do. You even came into your own reading. The sun, Aries. I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know. For anybody who's maintaining relations who doesn't feel like you're gonna jump off a plane to get away from the people you're talking to for whatever reason, um, keep steady, keep going steady as you are right now. And for people who's not talking to anybody, I feel like it's not going to get too much easier to find someone during this period of time because you might have a lot going on. But you could have a couple of potentials that have the chance to turn into something or someone that you do talk to. But the month of May doesn't look like it looks kind of messy for you. Not gonna lie, it looks messy for all of you, Aries as a whole. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Before we talk about the overalls, let's talk about what our people in relationships is going through. Um, some of you are out here, you know, in a good situation. Some of you have just entered a new relationship. Um, you're spending money on this person. This person could be spending money on you. Things seem all good in the hood and real nice and balanced. Actually, you feel like it's very objectively like a smart situation, a good relationship to be in. But something here, this moon, I have questions for you because you're happy. It's an objectively smart situation. What's missing? Something's missing for you. I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's because this person ain't tricking. They make you happy. It seems logically reasonable and sound for you to be dealing with this person, but what's up? Something's missing, or there's something that you can't see, something that has not been revealed to you yet, or there's something within you that you are hiding from the other person. I'm going to advise you, if you're the person who's hiding something, speak. If the other person is hiding something, ask some questions, go run your investigations and find out what it is. Or if something's missing, is this thing that's missing large enough to be a deal breaker? You might want to figure that out, especially if you just entered a new situation. But, it's still something to behold. So with that being said, the overalls: Queen of Swords, High Priestess, the World, Eight of Pentacles, Magician, and the Chariot. So I was right. And the Queen of Pentacles. There's something that, at least I think towards those in relationships, there's something that you may be learning soon. Whether it's something you learn about yourself or about the other person. I don't know if it feels like it'll err on the fact that you're going to end up deciding wanting to break up with this person because of that. But I would say, make sure you ask yourself, also the Hermit yet again, singles. You have some questions maybe to ask yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know, is this like related to a sense of duty? Do you feel like this is the ideal relationship? Or it is the ideal relationship because it's that, or is it because you just feel like it's good for you, it works for you, it's productive? Are you happy there? What's missing? Something's missing. Ask yourself if something's missing. Even if it's the perfect situation, is it the perfect situation for you? You're gonna have to find out and ask yourself them questions. I don't know. Aries, I'm not gonna hold you. Both Aries, single or even relationship, you got a whole lot going on. The month of May, like I said, it's messy for you. It's messy. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. and hope for those who are single to find somebody, because even though, this prediction could go great for a bunch of people, some of you might actually be able to find a great person. You know, this is a forecast. This is not to say that it's hard and fast. This is 100% going to happen to you. I don't know. But know that you can get a little bit more accurate if you decide to book me for a reading. I ain't going to shield it to your face, though. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for listening, for watching, whatever. And hopefully this helped. And please let me know if you guys like these videos. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got. Thank you so much for, whatever. If you can't get down with it, get down. Don't get down with us.